No sound on the video or me? We have a slight technical issue on the other stream though. So, oh yeah. Well, with that, guys, I want to welcome everybody over here on this channel. Bear with us as we wait for the stream data to go through over on Jackery. Yeah, Justin, there was definitely no sound in that video, and it's on purpose. But the other page. So, guys, we are going to be doing the stream. We're going to get it started. For some reason, this data is not coming through. With that, I'm going to check real quick and see if we can get that issue resolved real fast. But we're going to be showing you guys some cool products. Hey, Phil, what's up, buddy? Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday, good evening, and all the other good jazz. Waiting for the data to go in. Justin, can you check the chat? For some reason, she doesn't have data coming in. So, there we go. All right, guys, we are now live. We are live on every channel. I do apologize for that over everybody on the other channel. I'm not sure why the data did not go through, but it is now up. We are now live, and we are here to do this show. Now, with that, I want to welcome everybody here to, of course, the early bird Father's Day specials. That's right, guys. Get those Father's Day gifts out now. I mean, Father's Day is coming up. Why not get them a power station? Power stations are actually really cool and very, very helpful. You guys will probably notice that I do have an AC plugged into one of my power stations. I'm actually running that big old window AC off of that power station back there. So we are definitely doing that tonight. Started at about 30 minutes before the show started, so I'm not sure where the battery's at, but we could take a quick look at that before we start off with, all of that other stuff. But let's do that. Let's pop over. Let's say, hey, I want to go into. Let's do that. Let's see what the battery life is at already. Because I've been running this for like 30 minutes. 89%. So we only dropped about 9%, 10% of the battery so far in 30 minutes. Hey, we're good to go. We're good to go. Really cool little power stations, guys. You guys can do this stuff, right? Now, we're going to start this show off with, of course, the smaller one. We're going to start off with the Jackery Explorer 100 Plus. Now, Cy, welcome. How are you doing? The 100 Plus power station is a very cool little portable power station that can be taken even on an airplane if you really wanted to. Now, PD 3.0 fast charging capabilities, 2 USB-Cs and 1 USB-A. The USB-Cs are 100 watt in and out. The USB-A is just an 18 watt port. Now, it does come with a 100 watt USB-C to USB-C cable, so you can plug in and charge it this way. Now, what I'm going to tell you is, yes, this is 99 watt hours of power, and this little device can be charged in under an hour and a half. You will need a power brick to plug it into and make sure that power brick can do 100 watts of charge rate for that. Just going to go there. Now, they also give you the DC to USB-C plug, so you can actually plug in a solar panel. This does have a display. Now, right there, guys, can see that display. Of course, ignore the Band-Aid on my finger. But display right there, nice, bright, high contrast display. Palm of your hand. Under an hour and a half, fully charged, you're good to go. The best part about this little one is guys, you could run your Nintendo Switch off of this for over 4 hours, no problem. If you wanted to run your Nintendo Switch and a portable monitor, you guys will get over 3.5 hours of runtime off of that. I actually did that. It's actually kind of cool to be able to say, hey, I can do that with no problem. Now, an even better part is you guys can use this with, let's say, a 100 watt solar panel or the Mini 40. Now, we also have the kit with the Mini 40. Now, if you want the power station by itself, it's like $129, $30 clippable coupon. Great little deal. But I'm going to tell you, I would get this little power station and the Mini 40 for $50 off. The Mini 40, of course, is this beautiful little solar panel right here. This thing's going to pack quite a wallop, so you don't have to pay that electric bill. Right here, nice foldable solar panel. That's going to do well for you guys. Now, with that being said, this little thing's a beast. It's notebook sized. It's going to get you what you want, and it's going to allow you to charge this device in a couple hours with no problem, right? So you guys are going to get a charge time, yes. With the solar panel, it's going to take definitely longer, about 5.5 hours to charge that. If you have the 80-watt solar panel, about 2.5 hours. If you have the 100-watt Solar Saga panel, 2 hours fully charged. And it will accept up to a 100-watt solar panel, which is actually kind of cool. So great little deal. $229 is the price tag. $50 clippable coupon is also on the Amazon page, so you guys are good to go. Now, the one thing I will also mention, guys, we have that little banner down below me that states a coupon code. If you guys spend over the $1,000, you'll get a 5% off with that code. I do apologize. I had to turn the Keystone light on. I forgot. So 100 plus, 100 plus by itself, 100 plus with the mini solar, a mini 40, both amazing options. Definitely recommend those guys. And it's really portable. I think the portability of that one, just to be able to take it on a backpack, put it in your backpack, or take it on a plane, take it on a bus, wherever you really need to. It will fit in those areas. You could even probably put it in your purse if you guys are one of those ones that carry a big old purse. Fit in your glove box of your car if you really wanted to, or even your armrest. It's not that big. Hey Justin, what's up, buddy? Let's talk about the 240 V2 though. I want to get into that one because you guys are going to love this. This is, of course, a more current product. This is a 2024 version. You're going to look at this big old lineup of stuff down here. We're going to grab it from right here. This is the 240. Now, the 240 does weigh approximately 8 pounds by itself. It's going to do some cool, amazing things because it's got new technologies in it. Now, yes, it's a 240 V2. Yes, it can actually work with the app, which is kind of cool. But what we're going to get at is that new charging technology because unlike some of the others, fully charged in an hour with that Charge Shield 2.0. So you have that. Now, of course, if I hold this down, we can turn on the display. It's going to power up real quick. Then I hit that button. Display will come on, and you guys can kind of see the display between the glare. You also see the flashing Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectability. You also have a flashlight on this one. If you guys really need to see in the dark, you got that flashlight right there. It also does SOS, but I'm not going to show you guys that one. Now, 2 USB-C ports, guys. These USB-C ports, one is a 100-watt in and out. The other is a 15-watt. And then you have, of course, a 15-watt USB-A. You also have a 300-watt AC outlet. Now, this 300 watts of pure sine wave connectability can peak at 600 if you want. Now, it's got a handle. You can carry it around like a lantern or a little radio or anything of the sorts. Powered on and off by a press of a button or use the app to shut off the stuff. Everything is individually switched, so you just hit it, it'll come on and off. Now, wall plug is where you're going to get your 1 hour charge rate with this device. If you're using the USB-C port, 2 hours fully charged. Still very quick charging with that. Now, if you have, let's say, like a Solar Saga 100 panel, 3 hours fully charged, you're good to go with this. This device is like $249 normally priced. There's a $50 clippable coupon on Amazon that's going to save you $50 on that. So you're going to get it for about $199. That's a good deal. Really, really great deal. Now, the run times of devices that you can use on this, yes, you can put a CPAP machine on this. You might get 5 hours on the CPAP machine. 10-watt Bluetooth speaker, about 16 hours of runtime. A drone, 4 or 5 charges. Your laptop, about 3 times. Now, I'm going to tell you, they're not talking about your gaming laptops. So, no, Phil, you cannot put your Aurora gaming laptop on this and charge it that way. It's the notebook and smaller laptops. All right, guys, just breaking it down there. Now, with that being said, maybe you need to charge your iPhone 14. Approximately 11 to 12 charges off of this. So it's a cool little piece. Now, yes, it is portable. Yes, it's got silicone pads. Yes, it's got LiFePO 4 batteries. It's got cooling technologies. And the station alone is beautiful. But you can also get the station and, of course, the solar panel for about $349. So if you want this station and that mini 40 solar panel, $349, but there's a $100 clippable coupon. So you're technically getting it for the price of the power station. Which one are you going to choose? Which one are you going to choose? I know where I would go with that. I would definitely go with the station and the solar panel because, I mean, you're mainly paying the price of the solar panel and you're getting a free, or paying the price of the station, you're getting a free solar panel at that price. Yeah, I can't go wrong with that one. 240V2, beautiful piece. Now, like I said, it works with the app. The app is completely free. Uh, Android and iOS, so you can use it on your Android devices or your iOS. Yes, you can put that app on your tablets if you really want to run it off a tablet, which is actually kind of cool. Inside there, you can even do voice controls if you guys have Google Assistant. Now, there's a walk around with that. It's not actually supported through the app, but I've actually learned that my Amazon, what's her name, will still pop up my app on certain things. So, just saying. We're not going to get into that because it definitely would be a really cool supported type piece, though. Now, with that, guys, we're going to go into the 300. The 300 is another really cool one. Justin actually has the 300. He uses his 300 for, like, let's say, photography. Let's say for, like, his camera gear, like his lights, like I use for my keystones, and all of that with that. Now, I know he wants the 600 plus or the 1000. He's been drooling on one of those. Now, with this fixed handle on this version, nice bright logo with the Jackery name, and I love that bright logo. It definitely stands out and pops, and that's why I got that beautiful tablecloth back there because of the colorway. Now, still has cooling technology. Now, this one's got 2 AC outlets. These AC outlets are going to do 300 watts of pure sine wave connectability. Has 2 USB-A ports at 5 volt, 2.4 amp, and a USB-C port at 60 watts in and out. You also have a DC plug and a DC output plug, which is your cigarette lighter style. Now, with this one, of course, I would turn it on, but I forgot to charge this one today, even though I had the plug out, started to do it, and got sidetracked. That's just me being a bonehead. Now, with it, silicone pads and all of the other good stuff with this. Normally $259. Well, normally $279. It's like $259 tonight. But there is also a $40 clippable coupon on this device. Now, with this one, it's going to take you about 3.5 hours to wall charge it. If you want to do the USB-C port and the wall plug, 2 hours charge rate. Now, with this alone, it's a great option, but we also have it with the 100-watt solar panel. So you can actually do it and the 100-watt solar panel and have quite the options to go. That is normally like a $579 price tag. It's like $499 with a $50 clippable coupon. Now, run times with this, though, is actually going to be kind of cool. If you want to charge your camera gear like your DSLR batteries, 15 to 16 batteries should be charged off of this without an issue, depending on the size of those batteries. Now, I'm going to just say the size of the battery really determines on how many charges you're going to get. If you want to run a Nintendo Switch off of this, over 40 hours. I was getting about 41 hours, I think I got with this one day, which is actually decent. Now, they say 40 hours, and that's probably because if you're using, like, let's say, high screen resolution or high volume, it's going to drain that battery quicker. So that's where you're going to change with that. I don't use volume when I'm playing video games. For some reason, I just don't do it. It's just one of those things with certain stuff. So the 300 and the 300 with the solar panel, 100-watt solar panel is a nice piece. Any questions? Any questions whatsoever, please ask. We are definitely here to answer. I believe we have a 500 to show you. Now, if we pop over here, we can actually drop on down and we can see the table. The 500 is actually on that table. It's a little over here, and it's sitting right next to the pack of cables. Now, with that, you actually have a cool little piece. Because the 500 still has that fixed handle, but it's got a flashlight on the side. The flashlight comes on, and of course, if I hold it down, it's going to go into SOS pattern. Has a larger air inlet to allow that cooling to pass through. Has, of course, silicone pads on the bottom, like you would expect. But on this one, you have one AC outlet at 500 watts of pure sine wave connectability. This has also got 3 USB-A ports and 3 DC output plugs. Now, you also have one DC input plug, and of course, that display that comes on shows you about 76% battery. Now, with that being said, to get that 100% charge on this, if you want to go from 0 to 100, it's going to take you about 5 hours of charge rate on this device. I think it's about 5.5 hours technically. If you want to do it on a cigarette lighter plug, guys, 5.5 hours, vice versa, same as you want. $4.99 price tag, $150 clippable coupon. Will allow you to run that big flat screen TV for about 7 hours if you really wanted to, or that little laptop that we were talking about, your notebooks and stuff, for about 30-ish hours. For those of you that want to run that 15 to 20 watt refrigerator that you take camping, you're going to get about 9-ish hours of runtime with that. Now, again, guys, $499, $150 price tag. We have two options for you with the 500. We have the 500, and then we have the 500 and the solar panel. So you're going to get that beautiful little piece, and you're going to get the option of this amazing 100-watt solar panel. Now, this is the solar panel that they're showing you are going to get. This is a cool one. Of course, it's fully waterproof, water resistant, can be used in harsh and wet weather. It is a beautiful little solar panel. This is like an $800 price tag, but there is a $200 clippable coupon for this solar panel and this beautiful power station. Now, this power station alone is like 13 pounds. Yes, you can carry it. It's not a problem. You can work out with it, use it as a weight like I am right here. I don't recommend that, but you could if you wanted to. It has a nice flat black on the back. And then, of course, you have the front. Beautiful power station. Great price tag. And, of course, everything you could ever want with those two variations. So, anyways, let's see here. I love this one. This one's actually kind of cool. So, we're getting into another newer product. Now, this, of course, is going to be the 600 Plus. Now, the 600 Plus is a really, really current product from them. I just literally got mine. Mine actually has a little sticker on it, which is kind of cool. Not sure they always want me to show the sticker, but we could if we really wanted to. Now, with it, of course, is right in the middle. It's right there. It's actually a nice little piece. That is, of course, the 600 Plus. Now, the 600 Plus is actually decently well done because it's got about 632 watt hours of power with those LiFePO 4 cells. Now, it's also got the handle just like the last one I showed you. It looks up and we actually put down. Has a flashlight on the front that does double modes. Also SOS. It has two AC outlets at 800 watts of pure sine wave connectability. Over here, you have one USB-C port at 18 watts. USB-A at 18 watts, USB-C at 30 watts, and the middle one is a USB-C at 100 watts. You also have the 12-volt 10-amp plug with this one. Now, like I said, mine had a little sticker that said "handmade sample," which was kind of cool. I was quite surprised that I got a handmade sample. But hey, nice piece. Now, with the 632 watt hours of power, you get a 1 hour charge time. So the 600 can actually be charged in 1 hour with no issues. Now, that's actually kind of cool to be able to do that, of course, on this piece. Now, what I will tell you, though, is if you want it with a solar panel, they have that option as well. The solar panel and, of course, that device is like a $749 price tag, I think, or something like that. Great little product. Now, what we're going to get about is the 100-watt solar panel that comes with this, because they do change it up from the one you saw. This is the new version of the 100-watt solar panel that you're going to get with this product. Now, this, of course, is a fully clippable and fully unfoldable device. You're probably going to be like, oh, just two panels. No, it's not just two panels. It's a really, really, really large solar panel. I mean, 4 panels is definitely a good size of a solar panel, right? Has the beautiful handles. Still is monocrystalline solar cells. Still fully waterproof and water resistant. The 632 watt hours of power that only takes 1 hour to fully charge on a wall plug means you can actually use it with the solar panel and have it charged in approximately, I'm going to say, I can't remember how many hours it takes to charge this off the solar panel. Now, I knew this a little bit ago. It just flew the coop on my head. I'm not really sure why. I think it's like 4 hours with two of these. So with just a single 100, it's I'm gonna say 3.5 hours. Oh, not 3.5 hours. About 6 hours, right? With one of these. If you have two of them, 4 hours. I mean, it's not a bad runtime with that. Now it does go, of course, plugs through the side for that with it on hand. Now, what we're going to talk about is usage time with the 600 plus, though, because it actually does really well for a bunch of stuff. Uh, Rather it be ranging from the car refrigerator, like a 60-watt refrigerator for 6 hours. That Bluetooth speaker, about 36 hours. Your 8-watt batteries from your cameras, and that's going to be like these ones right here. These are literally an 8-watt battery. These are actually 8 watts, 3.4 volts at 4.5 watts, 1200 milliamps. So if you think about 8.4 watt battery, you're going to get about 27 charges or so with that. To have your camera gear ready to go when you need to is actually kind of cool. Your iPhone 14 will get about 13 charges. Your 80-watt laptop about 7 times of charge rate off of this. Now, that's a really small laptop, and I'm just going to go there with it. For those of you that want to do like emergency power for your 60-watt flat screen, 8 hours of runtime, your house fans, you're going to get about 10 hours on a 45-watt house fan. If you really wanted to, you could plug your 520-watt refrigerator into it for about an hour, or even if you needed to make coffee, you get about hours of runtime on the espresso machine. All right, just saying. The 600 plus and the 600 plus with solar panel, both amazing options that are going to do very, very well for you. Now, with that being said, let's move up into the 1,000 watts. We're going to show you guys. My buttons are all messed up. We had an update, and I do apologize, guys. I have to rearrange some buttons on my computer later. I did not realize that the update messed stuff up. Now, the 1000 we're going to show you guys is the Jackery Explorer 1000 portable power station. Now, that's actually that power station right up top, right there. Now, with this one, it's got the fixed handle. It does have 3 AC outlets at 1,000 watts of pure sine wave power. That's a 110 volt plug. 3 standard American 3-prong plugs, which is actually decently well done. You have 2 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, and a 12 volt 10 amp plug on that side. Now, where it ranges is that, of course, like the clip that's on the opposite direction over there. 5 hours of charge time on this on a wall plug with that. Car cigarette lighter, about 11.5 hours. If you have multiple solar panels, you're going to be able to charge it in 6 hours with 2 of the 100 watt solar sagas. Now, with that being said, you'll be able to run, let's say, like the mini cooler for about 48 minutes, electric griddle for 50, coffee makers, or vice versa. This has a $990 price tag. It's about $400 off, so you're going to get it for a decent range there. The 8 ports will do well for a lot of you, but you can run other things off of it, like an electric blanket for 11 hours. The 3-watt light bulb that's actually built into the side, like the 500, you're going to get about 65 hours of runtime with that. It's actually a good amount of runtime. With that being said, of course, like the TV, 9 hours of runtime and vice in there. The 1000 portable is a really, really cool one, and that $400 clippable coupon makes it well worth grabbing. Now, always pick up some solar panels, and you guys are going to be good to go. The one thing I want to show you guys, though, is the actual plug with this. Now, this is called the Anderson Y plug. It's kind of what you guys can connect up to it. It's a clip that's on there. This is the Anderson Y plug. This Anderson Y plug, of course, is a little red and black. You can't plug it in wrong. But then it's got a dual Y splitter. So getting one of these is going to allow you to plug in multiple solar panels. If you don't have this plug, the station comes with its own plug for the actual solar panel that you're going to be plugged in. It's a really cool idea to get the Anderson Y so you can actually have 2 solar panels plugged into it on that. So you have those options, of course. Jackery does make them, so you guys can get those without an issue. Now, with that being said, though, we go from the 1000 original to the 1000 V2. Now, the 1000 V2 is another really cool power station that's actually on the table down here. So if we bounce around, you guys are going to see it right over here to the side of the 600. Now, the 1000 V2 does work with the app, just like the 600 right there. Plus, the 1000 V2 actually works with the app, can be controlled by the app, and can be turned on and off. This actually has an $800 price tag with a $100 clickable coupon. Now, with that, you have 3 AC outlets that do 1500 watts of pure sine wave connectability. Now, there is about 1070 watt hours of power on this device that can actually be fully charged in 1 hour on a wall plug. That 1 hour wall plug time on that Charge Shield 2.0 is actually amazingly well done. Now, the station weighs about 23 to 24 pounds, if I can remember correctly, which isn't really heavy whatsoever. Now, like I said, the charge rate, if you want to use the wall plug, is 1 hour. If you want to use the USB-C port on the front, under 2 hours. If you want to put it in eco quiet charging mode, 5 hours. And yes, the app will allow for that. And that's actually really cool. Now, between it and the other piece, it's actually about 18% smaller, which is nice. It has the LiFePO 4 cells and actually has that Class 10 protections with it. Now, if we zoom in there, you guys will see the USB-C 30-watt port, the USB-C 100-watt port, and the USB-A 18-watt port right there for you. Now, you also have that 12-volt 10 amp, and of course, that beautiful screen. Now, with it though, by itself, like I said, $7.99, but there's a $100 clippable coupon. I recommend getting it and the solar panel. Now, the solar panel is going to be the 200-watt solar panel for you guys, but it's a great little product nonetheless for you if you need with that. Price tag's like $12.99 tonight. It's got a $300 clippable coupon. Add that $300 clippable coupon, and you're about $9.99. So you're going to get in the 200-watt solar panel. And that's actually cool. I love that option. It's a beautiful option and an amazing product that's going to do well for a lot of you. Now, running other devices, guys, you could run a crock pot off of this, a space heater, coffee pots, projectors, and anything of the sort. The Charge Shield 2.0 with all the protections means you are built to last. The Charge Shield 2.0 safety actually has 52 forms of protection, has battery management systems in it, intelligent battery management systems, and will allow you to run your phone about 74 charge cycles off of this, off of full charge. Your Bluetooth speaker about 50 times. Your drone about 20 times. That laptop about 14 times or so. Now, with that also being said, you could use it for a coffee maker, 94 hours or 94 minutes if you wanted. Heated blanket's going to give you about 12 to 13 hours depending on the heated blanket. Some of them do have different styles of sources. Now, yes, you can use it as like a UPS. It's got a 20 millisecond jump over switch time, which is kind of cool. I'm not against that one whatsoever. Now, indoor power sources. Maybe you want to run a TV for 10 hours. Orbital sander for about an hour to 2 hours. The mini fridge, guys, is going to range depending on what mini fridge you're getting, so up to about 14 hours if you're on a smaller one. 1000 V2 and the 1000 V2 with solar panels is an amazing option for you. Now, what we are going to show you guys is the 2000 Pro, and I'm sitting here, and I know, bear with me one sec, I'm trying to get this to pop up. There we go. My app started messing up over here, so I'm not sure what happened. Now, we're going to show you guys the 2000 Pro. Now, the 2000 Pro is actually on the opposite side of the table. Now, if we get the camera to go in the right direction, you're going to see it. Well, it's blocked in by a bunch of stuff. Now, that's because it's for a good reason. We have cabling, and I will show you guys the cable. We also have another power station with the set aside. This is, of course, the 2000 Pro. Now, with the 2000 Pro kit, you're going to get it and, of course, the Solar Saga 200 panel at about $2,099. Now, just hold on there. No, it's not $2,099 for you tonight. There's a $700 clippable coupon, which brings it down to about $12.90. Actually, it's actually way down there. Ooh, $700 off of that. That's a good deal, guys. Now, with it, of course, 2160 watt hours, 2160 watt hours of power for you of mustard power. I'm not even kidding. This thing has so much power, it's going to run your window AC without an issue. Now, that's actually kind of cool that you can actually do that, of course, on hand. Now, at a $1,400 price tag tonight for you guys, that's a great deal. Because at $1,400, that's an amazing smoking deal. But don't forget that banner with another 5% off. Now, with it though, it's going to take you about 2 hours to fully charge it if you want to run it around, right? This is actually ideal for home emergencies, backup, RV, toy haulers, and anything of the sort. Now, with that 2160 watt hours of power in the 2000 Pro, you should be able to run an electric hammer, hot plates, air compressors, or the sorts. Now, of course, 2 hour charge cycle on a wall plug. This actually has 3 AC outlets at 2200 watts of pure sine wave power. Now, this also has a 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug for your air mattresses or dust busters. Also has a light on the side, so if I hit that light, we can turn it on, hit it again, go brighter, hit it again, and go off, of course, with that. Now, of course, you have that nice dark screen with the high contrast colors. 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts max, 2 USB-Cs at 100 watts max. Individually switched with that on hand. Now, running it is going to blow your mind. The 1100 watt window AC can be ran for about 2 hours with no problem. Your 520 watt refrigerator, that's your double door standard refrigerator. You're going to be able to run it for about 3.25 hours. Hey, hello, happy Friday to you as well. Now, if you guys want to do a backyard barbecue, you can run a blender off of it. You can run the air projection screen, like air up your projection screen off of it, run it, and play a movie night out back. Our buddy Phil actually did that just a while back, had a whole movie night outside his house. It's a great idea to be able to do that with this, of course. I love those options. And like I said, that price tag is actually really decently well for you. Now, with it, of course, guys, it does weigh a little bit. It's about 60 pounds with the solar panel. So just know it's got a little bit of weight for you. Great for, of course, all of the in and around in general products. Now, with that being said, we're going to move over to their largest standalone system, the 300 Plus. Now, the 300 Plus, if I move the camera around, you guys are going to see it right back there. Now, the 300 Plus does look like, of course, the 200 Pro. Actually, the 300 Pro and the 2000 Plus. Like I said, largest standalone system. Now, what do I mean by that? It doesn't have no batteries that connect up to it. It's just itself. 3,024 watt hours of power. It has 5 AC outlets. I do have one device plugged in, and it's actually only drawing about 4 watts. It says 81 hours of runtime left of that LED light, which is phenomenal. Now with it, 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports, and a cigarette lighter plug, of course, hidden under this little cover. Now, this device weighs approximately 64 pounds, so they do add these nice large handles on the side to help you lift it up and move it around. Now, like I said, 4 standard American 3,000 watt pure sine wave of AC outlets, but you also have the larger AC outlet that's going to allow you to do like your EV car plug, your Tigger MIG welders if you have that style plug, or your old school washers and dryers, and of course power plug, which is actually going to cool. This does work with the app. So with the app, I can actually turn on and off everything by the app, so I don't have to actually have a thing on. Now, of course, I'm over here, and I'm going to pull up the app real quick. We are just going to pop it up. We're going to grab the app, and we're going to start turning off some stuff. Like I have the LED lighting on. If I hit the button, it'll shut that LED lighting off by the app. If I hit it again, it's going to turn it back on, and it's going to take a second before it starts showing lights. But it comes back on, and there you guys go, just by the app. Now, with, of course, the app, You guys are going to notice it's going to show you guys the battery charge. It's also going to show you guys the battery temperature with that inside, which is really cool to be able to do that on the fly with this. Now, 3,024 watt hours of power through, of course, that 3,000 watts. It's going to take about 2.5 hours to fully charge this device. Now, 2.5 hours is actually a decent charge rate for something this size. Now, this kit comes with 2 of the solar panels at, of course, a $3,699 price tag. Amazon actually has a clippable coupon on that web page for $900 off. Now, on top of that, you guys can use that 5% banner down on the bottom of the screen there, and you guys can use it and get another 5% off of that sale. With it, you can actually run this device. This device is going to allow you to run your 60-watt flat screen TV for over 35 hours, your 1150-watt window AC for about 3 hours of runtime, or your refrigerator for about 5 hours on top of that. Now, if you have multiple solar panels, yes, it comes with 2 in this kit. If you had 6 of them, 3.5 hours, this device is fully charged. Now, another cool part is yes, it can be used in the cold down to about -4 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, yes, that is actually pretty cold, and yes, that's actually a decent amount of ranging to do with that. Now, with it, because of the weight and size, I want to show you guys what they actually did to this. Because it does weigh 64 pounds by itself, they added 2 3-inch large polyurethane wheels that's going to allow you to roll it around on different surfaces, whether it be gravel, grass, dirt, or of course pavement, concrete, or your regular floors. It'll get around there. They actually added also an aluminum telescopic handle that will come up and out so you can tip it over and roll it. That's actually a really cool piece. Now, at this rate, you guys will be able to run, let's say, even a microwave for about 2.5 hours or so. Your 800-watt fridge or 800-watt stove. That stove is going to give you about 3 hours of runtime. So if you have to bake a cake, you should have enough time to bake a cake. Just saying. I wouldn't mind a cake when the power's out. If you guys want to do the off the grid living, this will allow you to run multiple pieces without a problem. It'll allow you to recharge your phone about 101 times. It'll allow you to run your electric grill for over 2.5 hours. You can even run your tools off of this. Your welding machine, that's about 5,800 watt device for about an hour. Your electric drill, 6 hours. Your electric chainsaws, 2 hours. Your angle grinder, 6 hours. Or if you need to have your well pump going, you're going to get about 32 hours of runtime off that 60-watt well pump. At that price point, you will not be disappointed with this purchase. It's a really, really amazing piece. Now, just like the rest, pure sine wave means no peaks, about 30 decibels of noise level. It's barely noticeable that it's running. Another cool part is, guys, you can actually unlock a tax credit with this, guys. 30% tax credit up to if you actually reach out to like your residential clean energy credit programs in your state. Now, they're not going to guarantee it, but you may get it. It doesn't hurt to fill it out because you do have that option. Just remember, guys, refer to the official IRS publications to see all of the full details on that if you want it to. Now, power on the go with the Go. This is actually a really cool piece. Definitely worth, I would say, hitting that one up. I love the size of that, the power of range of that. It's an amazing product that does really, really well. Now, with that, I'm going to talk about some of the cabling that comes with all of these kits. Usually I do it in the beginning, but I figured we'd do it in the middle this time and kind of show you. Most of these kits are going to come with a cable package. Rather it be like this one for a solar panel plug or the wall plug that's right down here. So it's a nice large wall plug. It also comes with this very cool little carrying pouch and it zips up. Now inside here will also be, of course, your user manual. And it also will have, sometimes, it might have an adapter for like the USB-C ports. Now, if you don't get this variation, there is another variation you can get. There's actually 3 variations that I've seen so far. Another one is going to be like this one. And this one's actually going to have the cigarette lighter plug, so you can actually charge your car, charge your device in your car. So that is another variation with that. There's also another one that I've seen with the bigger power brick for the older devices. So great options. Always comes with the kit. They want to make sure you have everything you need to run. Now, with that, of course, we're going to move over into the 300 plus. The 300 plus is a cool little power. Now, this is actually 288 watt hours of power at like a $236 price tag. That's actually a decent price. Now, with this, you have, of course, multiple plugs on the side for you. You have, of course, the 100 watt in and out. You then have, of course, now this is where I'm gonna tell you guys. This is actually a 15 watt port on this other side. Now, yes, mine says 100 watt in and out for both of them. This is the older shell. The new shell actually clears it up for you so you don't get that confused. All right, guys? Just going to point that out. So don't mistake mine for what you get. Now, with it, you also get a USB-A port at 15 watts. You also get a 300 watt AC outlet over here. Now, with it, you also get the cigarette lighter plug and a light. Now, the 300 Plus does work with the app. You also have a foldable handle, unlike the original 300. Now, with it, of course, you guys have a nice charge time, about under an hour and a half fully charged, and you're up and running. If you want to do it off that USB-C port, under 3 hours fully charged, you're good to go. That's actually kind of cool. Now, at a $236 price tag, it's like 21% off tonight. It's a great, great deal. You can actually run a house fan for about 4.5 hours off of this. Charge your phone for about 13 times or so as well. Now, another cool part is if you guys want to get it, you can get it with the 100 watt solar panel option. Now, the 100 watt solar panel option is a great one as well, but you can also get it with the Mini 40. So the Mini 40 is going to be about $284 price tag with the Mini 40. With the 100 watt solar panel, guys, it's like $449. That is a limited time deal for that and that larger panel. So you have all of those options with you. Cool part is the portability, and they actually changed the plug on how it charges. Now, of course, guys, right down there, silicone pads. The one thing I will talk about is these shells are made from a fire retardant material to help cut down the chances of fires. They also have the protections of the Class 10 certifications, 52 forms of protections on the charge shields, and of course, a bunch of other cool pieces like the drop protection. Now, I don't recommend going out and dropping it 9 feet like I accidentally did with a couple of them. But if you do, you should be okay. Don't recommend it, but you can drop the devices. Just don't beat them up. Don't drop them too much. They are LifePo 4 cells. So cells do not like to be beaten up like most electronics. Most electronics don't like to be beaten up too much. Portable, acceptable, and a very beautiful little piece to add to your arsenal. 300 plus. I'm going to recommend that highly. With that being said, we're going to move into, of course, modular systems. Now, I love a modular system. To me, modular means a system that you can actually add batteries to, or multiple solar panels, or other pieces. Now, with it, we're going to talk about the 1000 plus. Now, if I do this and I get into the right area, you guys are going to see the 1000 plus. Now, if I bring this down a little, the 1000 plus is actually right there in the middle. Now, the 1000 plus is 1264 watt hours of power, 2000 watts of sine wave power through the 3 AC outlets. Now, with this, though, it is about an hour, little under 2 hours charge time on a wall plug. 7 hours in a car if you want it. Now, the 1000 plus is going to allow you to run multiple devices. Of course, it does still have the intelligent BMSs and everything in between with the original system by itself. Of course, the very fast quick charging is actually beautiful. I love the 1.5 to 2 hour charge time. The fast charging is very nice, very sustainable, and usable with this. Now, being able to run a device of this sort, the power is going to allow you to run a window AC for about an hour. If you want to run like a blender, 3 hours. A movie projector, 9 hours. The station alone by itself is like $999 price tag tonight with the $150 off clippable coupon down there. That's a good price point. It's a great price point. that's going to hit all the marks for a lot of people. Now, remember what I said, it is a modular system. So in the carousel, we also have the 100 plus two solar panels as an option. Now, those two solar panels that's going to come as an option are the 100-watt Solar Saga panels. Now, that means you have the station and two of the solar panels at a $1,500 price tag tonight, but there is a $300 clippable coupon. Now, remember what I said. If it's over $1,000, you can also use that code down in the bottom of the screen to get another 5% off. Now, the solar panels, guys, are beautiful 100-watt solar panels. You get two of those in this kit of that blessing. Now, with it, though, we're going to move into the 1,000 plus full kit. Now, this, of course, is a beautiful, beautiful kit. It actually is going to come with the battery on the opposite side of the top to run this. That means you just doubled your runtime. You went from 1,200 to 2,528. That's right, 2,528 watt hours of power. Now, the full kit does come with two solar panels, the battery, and, of course, the actual power station. It's like $2,099. There's a $350 clippable coupon. Now, the cool part about this, of course, is the actual battery. The battery over here, and hopefully you guys can hear me properly. I know it's going to just adjust slightly different. Has a handle, has, of course, the screen. Now, that's actually really cool that it can actually do that and have that extra battery, can have a screen, and can be connected to the system. Now, remember, though, I said it's modular. So, yes, you can add a battery, but you can actually add two more batteries if you want to have over 5 kilowatts of hour power. Now, with that being said, you can have all three batteries and the station running together and have 6 of those solar panels connected. And that means you guys are charging and running at the same time. It's a really, really cool idea to have that and being accessible to do that. If you need a system like that, the 1,000 plus is a great option for you. Now, like I said, there's a $350 clippable coupon plus that 5% banner that you can use on that full kit. Now, if you want to move into a larger system, we can actually talk about that big boy down there that actually has that AC running off of it. Now, that is, of course, the 2,000 plus. Now, the 2,000 plus power station is a 2,042 watt hours of power. Now, with it, it does weigh about 64 pounds. It does have two 3-inch large inch wheels like the 3000 did. Has that telescopic handle to carry it around like a suitcase and roll it around. So you have the accessibility with it, which is actually kind of cool. Now, with it, of course, guys, you have two USB-C ports, 100 watts max charging, two USB-A ports at 18 watts max charging. You also have the 5 AC outlets. 4 of those are standard 3-prong at 300 or 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power. Can peak at 6,000 watts. You also get that 5th one right there that's going to allow you to do your TIG or MIG welders. Now, yes, I have a window AC running off of the 2,000 plus by itself. Now, the station alone is like normally $2,200. It's $1,800 a day, which is a really good deal. Now, with that being said, I'm going to hit the little screen again so you guys can kind of see this. I'm down to about 66% battery. I've been running this AC for about almost an hour or so. So you're going to get about 2 hours of runtime with that window AC with no problem. We're pulling about 117 watts, and it says we have about, it says 8 hours. I'm not going to trust the 8 hours because I know I'm going to start draining a lot of power. Hello, how are you doing, Maddie? Now, with that, of course, guys, we're going to say this is great for the RV, camping, emergency, solars, and everything in between. You have a 2-hour charge time with this on a wall plug. Now, if you want to charge it in your RV or your car, if you're doing a cross-country trip like I just did, I drove across the whole United States, 25 hours on a cigarette lighter plug and it's fully charged. If you have multiple solar panels, it's going to be about 2-hour charge rate on 6 of those panels. Now, with it, though, you're going to have about 4,000 charge cycles for the next 10 years before it drops down to about 80 to 70% battery life. Now, with, of course, the 2,042 watt hours of power on the station alone, you'll be able to run multiple devices without a problem, like your CPAP machine for over 150 hours. your desktop PCs, your window ACs, your movie projectors, your hair dryers, and anything you can ever think of, including your welding machines, your TIG, MIG welders, your chop saws, and everything. They can all be plugged into this and used off of this by itself without a problem. Now, not only do we have the 2000 plus by itself, we also have the 2000 plus and two of the solar panels. Now, that's going to be the two Solar Saga 200 panels, their largest panel on there, which is a great deal for you guys if you're looking. Now, with that being said, we also have the full 2000 plus kit. Now, this kit is a beautiful, beautiful kit. It's the actual power station and the battery that's sitting right above it. Now, that, of course, is the Jackery Explorer Pack Plus. Now, the E2000 Pack Plus is an expandable battery system that connects up to the 2000 Plus system. Now, with that, you're going to get all these pieces, the battery, the station, and two solar panels, which is normally like a $5,000 price tag for $4,399. But Amazon actually has an $800 clippable coupon for you guys if you want to bring it down even more. Now, with that, you just doubled the battery power from, of course, 2,000 to 4,085 watt hours of power. If you wanted to, though, you can actually add 5 batteries total to this one station for 12 kilowatts of hour power. That's a lot of power to the station. Now, another cool part is if you guys want to, you can actually connect it with another 2000 plus station and add 10 batteries total. That's going to give you guys 24 kilowatts of hour power. That means you guys can do the off the grid living on your own homestead without having to pay electric. You just have all them solar panels. Now, one thing I did not mention is these battery stations, or the batteries that connect up to it, also have the plugs for solar panels. So you can actually charge solar panels on the batteries as well. Really great option to have that. Now, just like the 3000 Pro, it works with the app and can turn on the switches, of course, turn off the switches on the go, set run times, set charge times, or even go into quiet mode if you really wanted to. It's a great option for you for having all of that power when you need it. I love the 2000 Pro kit right here, the Plus kit. The 2000 Plus kit's amazing kit. Now, with that being said, you just doubled your runtime with the single battery, right? So instead of 150 hours of runtime with the CPAP machine, you have 300 hours. Instead of the 2-hour runtime or the 2-hour runtime on a window AC, you have 4 hours of runtime. Just like, of course, the welding machine jumps up to an hour and a quarter. You have all of that jumping and going there. It's a really great options to give you guys what you need and how you need it. Now, with it, of course, we can talk about solar panels. We're going to start with the Mini 40. Now, I know that the Mini 40 does not show a price tag, but it does come with a bunch of these power stations. Now, the Mini 40 is fully waterproof and water resistant with the IP68 water rating. Now, it does have a magnetic clasp that actually folds up and over. Now, of course, has their beautiful logo and it has eye ringlets. These ringlets are actually quite important because when you have it folded out, you want to have it tied down because it's like it's almost like a wing on an airplane or a kite. The wind will want to take it. Now, monocrystalline solar cells is actually going to grab about 23% conversion rate in efficiency with light gathering. Now, you're going to get about 40 watts at 18 volts with this, which is actually kind of cool. And like I said, waterproof. If it gets dirty, wash it off with the hose. Don't worry about it. It can be washed and you guys are up and going. Now, with it is a trifold design with quad panels. It's a notebook-sized panel. So this notebook-sized panel could fit in your backpack. It could even set in your 3-ring binder if you really wanted to. Your laptop carrying cases, whatever you really want with that. So the Mini 40 is a really, really amazing piece of technology that's going to do well for a lot of people. Now, it is highly compatible with a lot of these stations without a problem. Now, with that being said, maybe you want a larger panel, which is what we were showing you guys, and that's going to be the 100 panels. Now, the Solar Saga 100 panel is compatible with every station up to the 1500. Now, there are two options. Of course, this is going to come with the 600 Plus. But the option we're showing you guys tonight is, of course, this one right here. Now on the back, it's got this zipper pocket that zips up and opens. It's going to have, of course, the cabling. The cabling is going to have about 9 feet of connection to plug into your solar station. Now with that, it's also got this little orange piece right there. That little piece has got a USB-C port and a USB-A port. That's going to allow you to charge at 5 volts, guys, at 3 amps of charge rate for devices like your phones or other pieces with that. Now, it is, of course, got Velcro on kickstands for you and does, of course, pop open. Now, yes, this is a nice large panel that's going to grab light. If you guys can see my light panels bouncing off it right there. Now, again, 23.5% efficiency and light conversion rate with this. Monocrystalline solar cells that are going to grab that power very, very well for you. Now, with that being said, still waterproof, water resistant, can be used in harsh and wet weather without an issue. Now, with it, of course, you guys pop it closed. You have the ETFE handles and, of course, the magnets that keep it closed when you need to. Now, I do not recommend bending this. You don't want to damage it, though. It's a great solar panel and a beautiful little piece of technology for you guys. Now, with that, we're going to move on to the last solar panel tonight, and that's their biggest and largest one of the show. Now, this is going to be the 200-watt Solar Saga. Now, the 200-watt Solar Saga, of course, if I pop over here and I just do this and we close that off, you guys are going to see a video of this. Now, it is IP68 water rating, of course, works in harsh and wet weather, has a 24.3 conversion efficiency in light settings. Now, with that IP68 waterproof rating, you guys can do it in harsh and wet weather without a problem. About a $699 price tag, but there is a $200 clippable coupon on Amazon for you. It is fully compatible with the 1500 Pro, the 2000 Pro, the 2000 Plus, and the 3000 Pro system. Now, with that, you guys, it is a trifold design with quad panels, still monocrystalline solar cells. It has their IBC technology, of course, with the cells that are in there for you. Now, another cool part is if you guys want, it's got an ETFE laminated case. The case has a 9.5-foot cable in there, so you can plug it in. Has an adapter that goes from straight angle to 90-degree angle as well. I always recommend, though, getting the 16.5-foot extension cable for that as well, so you can put the power station away. Now, you should be able to set this up in approximately under 15 to 20 seconds. It took me longer than that because, well, it's my first time doing it. Also, I was recording at the same time and also had neighbors trying to walk over to me. Now, once you have it plugged in, you're going to start seeing that it's going to start working without a problem whatsoever at all. Now, the moment you plug it in, it's going to start showing about 154 watts of charge rate, well, at least for me, because of the light setting, which is actually kind of cool. Right there, you instantly have it. Now, if you let it sit there a little longer, of course, you're going to get that 200 watts of charge rate at 18 volts. An amazing piece, an amazing idea to be able to have that going and running with that on hand. To have a large panel like this is an amazing option for you. So if you guys need the 200-watt Solar Saga, this is a great option for you. Now with that, we showed you guys a bunch of great stuff. Now remember, there's that 5% clippable coupon down there in the banner if you guys need. If you spent over $1,000 tonight, so you can save another 5% off. A bunch of these products are on great deals, of course, nonetheless. Now with that being said, I actually believe I'm back here. I think I'm back here Monday night, so you guys are going to have another show from me Monday. So hopefully we'll see you guys all then. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next. Later, everybody.